your girl Candace with the K, and I'm here with another episode of Dating After Marriage. I really hope you guys enjoyed the first episode, which was Sage's first date. A recap of that episode. Sage is a black girl from Minnesota. She was married for 10 years right out of high school, and she decided to start dating again after being divorced for 1 year. And the date didn't go as quite how she wanted it to go. The guy was being a little weird, saying that he would never bring Sage to meet his mom and didn't like all the tattoos and just pretty much just judging her a little bit. And she ends up calling her ex, and by the end of the episode, she calls the dude from the first date and was like, hey, let's meet up. Are you still around? So that's where we left off at. And this is episode 2, and this episode is called Cap. C-A-P, Cap. So after Sage gets off the phone with Adam says he'd meet her. He actually was still at the lake just getting something to drink because it was a few bars over there by the lake. So he was still at the bar getting the drink. As Sage is in her car waiting, she's playing games on her phone and whatnot. Next thing you know, her phone is ringing. It's from an unknown number. Sage is a girl who always answers unknown numbers. She's never knows if it's someone in need or whatever. So she ends up answering it. So she answers it, says hello, and at first it was just like silent, and then all of a sudden she realizes, she's like, hello, hello? And right before she hangs up, the person goes, Sage, it's Teddy. Now y'all, why is Teddy calling? You just told Sage a couple of minutes ago that you was with your son. Continue to be with your son. So Sage is like, what's up? Like, I really don't have nothing to say to you. Like, I'm glad we got a divorce. Clearly, you had other things going on in your life for you to already have a 1-year-old son. And Teddy goes, let me just come over to explain. And she's like, I'm actually on a date right now. And he's like, okay, let me come over. It'll be real quick. I just want to explain things to you in person. Sage goes, okay, I'm leaving the lake. And she names the lake. She ends up texting Adam and was like, never mind. And literally she just said, never mind. Sage is leaving. She's still on the phone with Teddy. Teddy's just like talking and stuff like that. Like, I just want to explain, it's not what it seems. Like, the mother of my child was in the room. I didn't want to have to explain anything to her of who you are and things like that. So Sage is livid at this point. She hangs up. She's now at home. She doesn't know what to do. And she doesn't live far from Teddy at all. They live probably about 10 minutes away from each other. So a couple minutes goes by, 20 minutes goes by, Teddy pulls up. Sage doesn't feel comfortable of having Teddy in her home. So they're out and he's talking and he was like, you know, I did end up going on a dating site when we were in the midst of separation, and I did end up sleeping with someone, caught feelings, and we had a baby, and we tried to make it work when me and you were going through a divorce. Sage is immediately tears. And Teddy just holds her really tight, and she pushes Teddy away like, no, because you knew how hard I've been trying to have a baby with you in our 10 years of marriage, and you just go sleep with a random person. And Teddy was like, we were separated. What do you expect me to do? And Sage is like, the same thing that I did. Not talk to people when we are in the midst of trying to work things out. And in the midst of that, Teddy gets a call and he goes, hold on, Sage. And Sage is like, no, like, I'm not going to continue to be put to the side by you any longer. So you're gonna have to leave or continue to explain yourself. And then all of a sudden Sage just goes, you know what? I don't deserve any of this. I never deserved any of this. Teddy, you gotta go. Get the fuck out of here. You gotta go. I never want to see you again. I hope you and your baby mom, whatever you want to call her, has a great life. But I deserve more than this. You put me through so much bullshit over the last 10 years. I know we were high school sweethearts and it started off great, but you lied to your family. You lied to me. You always were like, oh, I'll stay with you through thick and thin. But Teddy, even if you tried to keep your dick in your pants, it will probably come through your mouth to fuck another bitch. So no, I do not want to continue to have this conversation with you, and therefore you can leave. And if you don't leave, I'll call the police. Just like the last time I had to call the police when you were choking me. Did you forget? Teddy was speechless. He didn't know what to say. All Teddy did was have a teardrop come out his eyes. And Sage goes, you know what? All these tears, you can save it for when your toddler starts crying and you have to burp him and do all this other bullshit. I hope you're a great dad. I don't wish nothing, no harm to come your way. But Teddy, like I said, get to moving and in a hurry. Because I got a dick date waiting for me. And then Teddy was like, you know what, Sage? You're right. I apologize for being a horrible person to you all these years. I'm addicted to having sex. And I never meant to hurt you. Sage is like, and you're still here? Then Sage ends up walking back to her house because she realized that she's the prize. And it took her over 10 years to realize that she was the prize. Growing up in Minnesota, Sage didn't understand what her black beauty meant and the powers of her creativity and her Pilates that she hosts on every Wednesday would do with the community. She's a leader in this community. So Sage ends up going in the house. Not a tear shed for Sage. She looks in the mirror and goes, girl, we about to have a time. You were trapped up in this house trying to have a baby with somebody who had his dick slinging all around Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, all across the nations of the Midwest. It's time for you to have fun. So Sage ends up calling Sarah and Tammy on three-way. And they're like, girl, why are you still awake? Sage had to tell them everything that just transpired. Even telling them, girl, I almost had to sleep with Adam to get over Teddy. But she's like, you know what? I worked too hard to do anything of like that. So she's like, ladies, let's plan a trip. It's on me. Where we going? And Tammy is speechless because she like, bitch, you was just crying 2 hours ago on the phone with me. Now all of a sudden you trying to take a trip? And she's like, yes, pack those bags. Are you guys available to leave in 2 weeks? And Sarah, she's always down for a trip. The girl's always down. She's like, all I need to do is re-up on my sunscreen. And Tammy goes, are you serious? Sage did not play when it comes about her trips. So they're in the midst of booking a trip. And in the midst of booking a trip that Sage is planning for the girls' trip, she invited a few other girls that's in their friend circle to go on this trip. She's also on different dating sites and seeing where the fellas be during the trip. And they end up going to Florida for this trip that they're planning. That's where they're gonna go. So let's see what happens in the next episode when Sage and the girls are in Florida. And remember, Sage is now single. Remember, y'all, she's single. And she is realizing that she's that girl. So, Sage, I'm a little scared because I just hope that she can control herself, because being single after being in a relationship for a long time could get scary, especially for someone new to this environment. The streets is ghetto. I hope Sage is really ready for the next chapter. I really do. I know she's gonna deal with some ups and downs, but I'm excited to go through this ride with her, and I hope you guys are excited as well. So tune in next week for another episode. And it's your girl Candace with a K. Thank you for tuning in to Channel Yam.
Every single thing you do, you